There we go. And already we see the one and only Andy Goodspeed from A Good Times Productions is already here. So good to see him on here. And we see Gamblin Granny. And we also got a message from Courtney that she couldn't be here because her house had flooded.
Her basement.
And we see Kissy Kat, who's ready to party. And she's already made her, what was that, corn stuffing casserole? Oh, I don't know what it was called, but I just watched that a little bit ago. And
I haven't gotten to watch it
looked pretty good. And there's Blair G.
Hey, Blair.
Look who flew in. Blair G.
And Gamblin Granny.
Yeah.
How are you tonight?
And let's see, who else is
Kissy
here?
Kat and Andy. And Simone's on her way home, Andy said.
Cool.
Well, his chaperone, which that's Simone.
Yeah. Well, we got the people that I love the most here already, so that's good. And awesome. And so we're going to talk about here in a few minutes. There's Scott Lungwitz and Ronnie C. What's up, Ronnie?
Hey, Scott.
Hey,
Ronnie.
And love to see these Trailblazers come in here. That's awesome. And so we're going to talk about 5 whiskeys that I'm not going to buy again. And some for various reasons. Some I just don't like the taste. Some I'm not crazy about the taste and the price is just too high.
Hey, Simone.
If the price would be a little bit lower, maybe I could deal with it. And then there's at least one that's just not good. And then there's one that's just not my jam. So,
and there's Jeff Bartelli.
Jeff Bartelli, my buddy from Kingman. Thanks for coming in, Jeff. Good to see you.
Simone got home. She's here.
And Simone is here. All right. Well, that's good. Now, and so I'm going to go sort of like I'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Kissy Kat said, "Let's make Jello shots out of them."
That might be what they're all. And so, and if the one that's then when I give you a number 5 for the whiskeys, I'm going to give you my number 5 for the horses. So get your pen and paper out. And you can probably go make your bets on these horses in the Kentucky Derby. Now, things may change because right now they don't know post position in Kentucky Derby. So there's probably going to be 20 spots. That's 20 horses in this race. I've seen them as much as 24, but I think they're cutting it down to 20 this year. I'm not sure. So there'll be post position 1, which, you know, that some horses don't like that position because you're almost behind the rail. You got to come off at a bad angle. And then you got number 20, who you're way outside. And if you get that position, it's hard to get in line. So what's everybody saying? Horses. It was like Kentucky Derby was like in the first week in May last year, just like it is going to be this year. First weekend in May, first Saturday.
Yeah.
And so
Granny said Dice will be home shortly. Good.
That's good. Cool. So I'll start out. I'll give you, because since I've actually got 6 horses, I'm going to go ahead and give you one of those horses. And my number 6 horse that you might want to consider betting on, I think there's going to be a lot of people putting money on him. And it's Tapit Trice. Tapit Trice. Trice.
Hey, Grandma Joanne.
Grandma Joanne.
Good to see you.
And this horse is, man, he's going to be something really good. I'm not quite sure if he has figured it all out, but people like him, so they may bet him so far down that I don't know if it'd be really worth your money to even bet on him. So that's number 6, Tapit Trice. And then, so Tapit twice. No, tap it trice, 3 times.
Hey, Darren.
And there's Darren Bowling, who just commented on my last video that I put up, and he's from Salem. So
welcome in, neighbor.
Tina calls him we're from Salem.
So Salem. That is.
So both our kids went to Salem High School, and I think Darren's involved with some sports down in the Salem area. I looked at his site, and they had a lot of Glenver stuff on there. So
yeah,
cool, pretty cool. And who else we got in here?
And Andy was telling Jeff that Andy was your best friend.
What now?
When you were telling Jeff was your good buddy.
Yeah. Oh, Andy was jealous
Jeff,
of. Yeah.
I'm Walt's best friend.
Well, Jeff protected my life on many occasions while I was.
And now he's telling Darren that you're his sugar daddy. Don't mind Andy.
We might have to just kick Andy out of the chat because he's just going to be.
And he's like a moderator.
He's going to be a problem.
We're going to take his wrench. Just kidding.
Yeah, we'll just take it. I'm Walt's sugar daddy. I'm telling you. But now Jeff was when I was at a school in Arizona. Jeff was security, so there sometimes I got in situations I was glad Jeff was there to have my back. And I remember one kid, this kid was going off, but I just walked right up to him. I said, "Calm down." And Jeff was like, "I thought he's going to hit you." But I was like, "Nah, I didn't think so." He just wanted to blow some steam, but you never know. You never know what's going to happen. I mean, especially when kids are that angry. So, but anyway, and Darren says he is Glenver. That's cool. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I coached many years and coached against Glenver, against Art Lawrence, and all that when I got back in my coaching days. That's a long time ago. And there's Lance.
And Lance is ready for Granny Fest.
And I love questions. So thanks, Lance, for asking a question.
He is more ready for Granny Fest than Gamblin Granny.
Mm-hmm.
And she's pretty ready and organized.
He's ready to go.
He's ready to go.
Are we going?
We are going.
We're going, Lance. So you can finally get to meet Tina. So I'm glad there's only a few people in here because my number 5 whiskey would piss a lot of people off. And like if I did a video, I'd be getting a bunch of junk. But I'm going to give you my number 5 whiskey that I'm just not going to buy anymore. And that is Jack Daniels. You can see I hardly ever drink it. I bought it just because I guess if you have a home bar, you got to buy it. But why do I not want Jack Daniels? It's because number 1, I don't really like it because I like to sip whiskey and I don't really like the taste. Now, if you mix it with
it's a good mixer.
Good Coke, like Diet Coke. I drink Diet Coke and Jack Daniels. That's a good drink. It's a good drink. But I can go to any bar in the country, and they're going to have Jack Daniels. So why? I mean, they're always going to have a Jack and Coke's always going to be there. Or Jack. There's all kind of. There's some good Jack drinks if we go to casinos at like Rosie's in Roanoke.
Yep.
In Benton, they got all kind of Jack Daniels. But for me, it's just I've never been a big fan.
Now, I do like a lot the Jack Daniels, what is it called? Select?
The single barrel.
The single barrel select.
Yes, those are excellent. I will buy those, but I'm not talking about that.
Right.
I'm talking about old number 7.
I know.
But yeah, you're right. Jack Daniels Select. And
I was really actually amazed at the difference between the regular Jack Daniels and then a single barrel.
Yeah. We've done, y'all seen taste tests where I taste which is the best Diet Coke, and it always comes in last. against like Wild Turkey and Jim Beam and all them.
Scott's not a huge fan either, and Andy said to cook with it.
Yeah, that's about what it's good for. Is cook with it because they won't be able to hardly taste it. So that's it.
And
so
Jack makes Lance forget everything. So we got some, agreement with that. So.
Andy's a huge fan of water.
Here, cheers, Andy.
And Scott says he agrees he's not a huge fan of Jack Daniels. I'm not either. I mean, it's the number one selling whiskey in the world, but there's a lot. That means there's a lot of people that like it, and plus every restaurant has it.
It's very common.
So
for sure.
Andy said, "Cheers, Tina." And oh, well, let's have a drink of something. I'm going to drink, since we're talking about horses, and we're going to drink. This is not on the list because I will. This is a Woodford Reserve. Chris's pick. We got it at the distillery, and so this is from the distiller at Woodford Reserve, which is a really cool distillery. We toured that. It was nice.
There's Iburprofen Dave. Hello, sir. How are you this evening?
There's Dave. Hey.
Glad you could join us. Tell BB we said hello.
Getting in a little bit. Hear that glug glug. So, and we're only going to do this for about an hour.
Andy, you should be safe.
Yeah.
in by your 9 o'clock school bedtime. So
we've had this since last year sometime. So that's good. Oh, a lot of caramel on that. Woodbridge makes me want to lose my lunch. Reminds me of cough syrup. Woodbridge or Woodford? What's he talking about?
He said Woodbridge, but this is Woodford, so Woodford Reserve. Right, Woodbridge, maybe a wine. I don't know.
And that's very good. I'm not a huge Woodford Reserve fan, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good, isn't it?
He's just caramelized. It is very caramelly.
Oh, you smell caramel right away.
Yeah.
Andy would just smell the ethanol and he'd turn up his nose.
Yeah, Woodford, he said.
All right, so I gave you Jack Daniels. That was number 5 of the ones that I won't buy. The number 5 horse that you need to bet on or consider betting on, because I don't really know much, but I watch a lot of horse racing, is Practical Move. He has been impressive. The last race I was not so impressive with. Forget which one that was, Santa Anita Derby maybe. But he may just win this thing. So that would be it. Practical Move. Norfolk, get your pen and paper, write them down, because you can go to some place and bet off track. You might win some cash. And
well, Andy, you can actually have a Werther's candy with this.
And that'll bring out more flavor.
Bring out more flavors.
And Blair's like, with the horse. That's it. And so, y'all ready for number 4 of the whiskey that I'm never going to buy again?
Can anybody guess?
Oh, if somebody guesses this, then we'll do something. Send them a prize, $10 gift certificate or something.
He may send you the bottle.
I'm gonna let you guess for. Yeah, I'll send you the bottle. So the number 4 that I'll never buy again. That's so many whiskeys that could. I got tons.
These are the ones we have and we have bought.
All right, I'm gonna give you 1 minute to try to guess.
Any guesses?
Wild turkey, not a chance. I love some wild turkey.
Yeah.
Jameson apple.
That is a very good guess.
I would
Kissy
buy
Kat.
Jameson apple. I definitely will buy wild turkey again.
Yeah.
Especially 101 and any kind of Russell's Reserve.
Yeah.
Those are my
Kentucky
favorites.
Spirit. Hey, Gallivanters. How are you?
Gallivanter slot. Cool. That's cool. Thank y'all for coming in. Hand me that.
Yeah.
Basil Hayden's. Pabst Blue Ribbon. That's not a whiskey, Andy. It's very popular. I should have said that, Scott. It is very popular. It's Basil Hayden's. And this is the age 10 year. I paid pretty good price for this. And it's an aged bottle of whiskey for 10 years. But you could see that I tasted it once. It just did not like it. Let me have another sip, honey. And I can't remember the price, $79 or $80. I'm just gonna take a little sip. Good Lord, it's been on there so long.
Andy puts that on his pizza. Basil.
How many of y'all had Basil Hayden's? Thumbs up if you have. It is
a pretty label, Kissy Kat. You're right.
Yeah, it's got
beautiful bottle.
Ooh, still got a good cork pull.
Scott's never heard of it.
I think when we did the live on this, we're like, if you have to dress it up that much, what are you hiding? Yeah. Weak. It's weak. It's weak on the nose.
You would not think that about a 10-year whiskey.
It's just, look how thin it is. This is a 10-year whiskey. Look how thin.
It's very thin.
Very thin.
I don't know. No one's tried it. Well, I mean, now you don't have to.
It's got some sweetness to it. It kind of tastes a little bit like very old Barton, and this is the whole thing. You can get very old Barton for $15. This is about anywhere from 70 to 80. Try that.
Yeah. Kissy Kat's got a good point. Jack Daniels just knows how to market whiskey. It's not tasty. That's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
They do a very good job at marketing it.
Yeah, for sure.
Their whole line. Got a lot of heat. And then it's just like a bitterness in the front.
Mm-hmm. Just for that much money and 10 years, I just don't think I'll ever buy.
I mean, it's not terrible.
No. Obviously, it's a big seller. There's people that really like it, but for me, I'm just not a fan. I mean, look how it's just so thin. Like, it's so thin, it don't leave any rings.
Now, we said we wouldn't buy it again. We didn't say we wouldn't drink it again.
It's just not. It's just like you're saying. It does have that bitterness. I don't know.
Andy, I really just wanted to see Tina tonight. He does whatever he can to aggravate.
So does Lance.
Lance does too.
Lance and Andy and whoever else. They all just come in here. Buddha's 829. He says, "Hey, Andy."
Gallivanters drinks coffee.
I do
too. I like some Irish
I like
coffee,
some
though.
coffee too.
Hello.
All right, so
Bud has 829.
That was number 4. Get your pens out, because now I'm going to give you the number 4 horse to bet on in the Kentucky Derby. This is just the frontiersman's opinion. And that would be verifying. So you can verify that verifying, he may just get in the money. But he just lost by nose to Tapit Trice. It was a great race down the stretch. So he may end up doing. I'm Walt's cousin Andy. Who's he?
Who's saying that?
Andy. He's my cousin. Yeah, cousin Andy. He's kind of like cousin Eddie.
He's introducing himself a different way to
Lance
everybody that's coming in.
Should I leave and come back? Tina has not yet done the one-eyed trick or the full glasses yet. What's the full glasses like when you look at them?
I guess when I get so tipsy, I stick them all the way on my face and I don't care anymore. And the one-eyed trick is when he's probably referring to me. Here you go, Lance. Looking through my magnifying glass. I just need like a big print computer.
See, Kissy Kat's writing this down. So
She is.
So number 5, whiskeys. We've had number 5, Jack Daniels. Number 4, Basil Hayden. Horses, Tappet Trice, number 6. Practical Mood, number 5. Verifying, number 4. And those are the ones you want to bet on in the horses. The other one is you don't want to buy. So now we're going to go to
Bourbons not to buy.
number 3 of the whiskeys I will not buy again. I will not buy this again. And I was very surprised that I thought this would be much better. Buy the eye candy device for reading.
Well, I don't know what that is, but somehow I know it must be something good. If Kissy Kat is telling me to get it, then she'll have to tell me more about that.
So, any guesses? I'll give you a hint on this one. It has the word old in it. Let's see if anybody has a guess. Crown Royal Peach isn't that tasty. Yeah, tastes like, was it like peanut butter to me or something? Or
No.
Oh, that was the caramel that tastes like peanut butter.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crown Royal Peach. Old Thumper. Now that'd be Old Yeller. It's not Old Yeller.
That's it, Old Granddad, but
I love Old Granddad. That's good
No.
stuff. I will definitely buy Old Granddad. That Woodford is good.
I like the double oak even better.
Oh, the double oak. This is a distiller's pick that we got at the Woodford Reserve Distillery. And that's what we're sipping on right now. It's good. Old Frontiersman. Huh?
It's gonna fall.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Hope it's not Old Granddad. I'm drinking Old Granddad bottled him. Oh, it's not Old Granddad. I love Old Granddad. That stuff is the good. I've got the 114. I've tried some other ones. That's good stuff. I like Old Granddad. And it's inexpensive. Good stuff.
Yep.
Definitely not Old Granddad. So let's show
Kissy Kat laugh, and say ew.
Hand me this.
So no more guesses?
No more guesses. Here we go. It is, and I just did this on the live stream.
The last one, I think.
Old Ezra, aged 7 years. I just did not like this at all. Some people obviously love it, but it just, it's a barrel strength. It was 117. I mean, it's not horrible by any stretch. It's
that's
just
what I think about the Basil Hayden too. It's not horrible.
I think Basil Hayden.
But
can you hand me a glass? Well, we need to put them down here on that thing. That way you can just reach over. Let's try it, just to give it a little chance. Let's try it again. After Basil Hayden, we might take it off the list, but really it's just, I did not like it. That's right. You can throw the rest away because we don't like it anyway. Ooh, what's that?
That's my Woodford.
Okay. Remember, it was
Smells
just
good.
Yeah, but we were saying it was musky, and that's what I get, that musky
Yeah.
smell, like kind of like feet. Is Dice
there's
in?
Dice Sniper. How are
All
you
right,
this
Dice.
evening?
What you missed was number 5 that I'll never buy again is Jack Daniel's Old Number 7. Number 4 is Basil Hayden's. And now we're on number 3, and this is Old Ezra, number 7, which we tried a couple weeks ago. And
Who likes Old Ezra? Anybody in here like it?
it's a lot of heat for, I mean, it's a 117. You expect that, but you'd want a little more. It's not full flavor.
Yeah, it's got and I said this before, I think a real musky taste.
Mm-hmm. There's just something about it.
Mm-hmm.
The bitterness.
I don't mind it that much. It's like,
It's just got that on the back of my tongue. Just a really bitter.
And I don't know what
And then
other
it's a lot
kinds
of
this
ethanol
that they make. Like,
I don't either.
I want to say there's a couple different
It's
ones, but
there's a lot of people who love it. I mean, we got it for a deal, I think about $49-$50 or something back. I can't remember.
he said that's like $100 bottle.
It could be. That might be why. And we got it for 50, so I was thinking it was a good deal. But for $100, I would never. That's probably. I really wouldn't pay 50 or 60 for it.
Andy says musky like feta cheese, and then Kissy
Or like
Kat
the
says
blue cheese. Yeah, nasty.
nacho. Kissy Kat says nacho cheese Doritos smell like feet. And Andy likes Old Walter. That should be a whiskey.
Yeah.
A Walt whiskey.
Old frontiersman.
Yeah.
All right. So that's number 3. Probably won't ever buy it again. I just can't see myself, especially with Scott saying it's $100. There's no way I'm spending $100.
And we did not spend $100 on that.
Mhm.
So we must,
Yeah.
you must have got a deal, like you said. I
Yeah.
just don't. Ed K, $69.95
Yeah,
in North Carolina.
Yeah,
Hello,
that's what
Ed.
I'm figuring is, Ed, thanks for coming in.
Yeah,
And
thanks for coming in.
$69.95. Some people may love it, but to me, if it was $40, yeah, I might buy it again. I might. I mean, it's a, it's got full flavor. It's barrel strength, so there's just other things I like a little bit more. And so now we got 3 whiskeys that I won't buy again, but here's some horses you might want to buy. And this is number 3 horse to buy. So we've gone 6, 5, 4, and 3. And that number 3 is Angel of Empire. A lot. Now, the only reason I may not bet on this horse is because he's going to get bet way down. Now, if he goes off at like 6, 7, or 8 to 1, then I'll definitely bet some money on Angel of Empire. He's 2 to 1. Yeah. I just don't know if that's a good bet. I mean, yeah, he can win, but what are you gonna get?
Andy's introducing himself again.
Okay. He said Tina's your favorite.
He said I'm Tina's favorite.
You guys, Andy is he really is a good guy. So Di said at Lance, tell her it's what's in the shirt that makes it sharp. There you go. That's right. And so we're on to number 2. The number 2 bottle that I'll probably never buy. And then I'm going to really make people mad on this. And I'm sorry. But should I tell them, give them a chance to guess it? Andy is special. Andy's talking about himself. He is special.
He
Like
is very special.
he rode that short bus to school.
Are we talking about the same Andy Dyson? Oh gosh.
Thank you guys, everybody, for coming in. It's been fun. Let's look at number 3.
There's Sneaky Vegas Sunrise. Hello, Anthony. How are you?
Well, I was waiting for Anthony to come in because I'm
Yes,
going to sip a little something that he might be a little familiar with. But I'm not even going to give y'all a chance to guess. But here is the third thing I'm not going to probably buy again.
Hurry up, put that down before
George
we make anybody mad.
Dickel. This is probably going to piss everybody off, and they're like, what? That's my favorite whiskey. Huh? It obviously is a lot of people's favorite whiskey.
Yep.
It ain't mine, but it might be yours.
Allison, our daughter, she likes George Dickel a lot. So
she says it makes a good old fashioned, but this is a bottled in bond, means 100 proof, and I can't smell all that.
Oh, I don't want any of that. I'm waiting for the other.
Oh yeah.
So George Dickel.
I get nothing on the nose. Like nothing.
Let me smell it.
You know what I get on the nose? It smells like Jack Daniels.
Yeah. Very similar. I think it smells a little better than Jack, but I think I like George better than Jack.
It's sweeter,
if you're gonna
but then it gets when you at the first sip you get sweetness, but then it just immediately turns to that bitterness I get on a lot of Tennessee whiskeys. I think because of the charcoal.
Yeah, it's just not the best taste that I like in a whiskey.
It's sweet, and then it gets bitter, and then it's done. Like it has no finish. This is a 100 proof bottled in bond bottle that I paid pretty good amount for. I can't remember, maybe $50 or so.
Hi to Christina too.
Hey,
How
Christina.
Are you?
Yes, I will definitely give this to Allison if she wants it. She probably would want it. So George Dickel, that's my number 2. I'm just not going to buy. Maybe there's some other George Dickels I'll buy, but I'm just not going to buy that again. So
yep,
I'm not going to do it.
Yep.
And now we're up to the number 2 horse.
Number 2 horse.
Write this one down. This is number 2. This is the favorite. And this horse is Forte.
I was going to say.
Nomo Sippy the Dickel.
That's right. Nomo. Uh-oh. Here's Allison.
Allison.
She rolled in as soon as I said she might get mad about the one
Allison,
we just said.
You're going to get mad because this was number 2 of the ones that are not going to try again that I won't buy again. But I will give to Allison because she does like George Dickel. I was not a fan of this. And Kissy Kat says, gift it to Allison. So we'll do that. And Allison says it makes a good, of course, that's the bottle and bond. It's not the normal George Dickel. I'm pretty done for the 19. It showed me the one I had gorgeous look. I will take one of 2 or 50%. Oh, I haven't been doing this tonight. There's Lance.
Yeah. He was glad I showed him the one with my magnifying glass.
Oh, yeah. This is Allison likes the Dickel Rye.
Yeah, she does.
So that's right. That's the one I I need to get.
Oh, now Andy said, hello, Allison. You're my favorite Rains. So
I
got pushed down the line there.
Yeah.
Random Jean, how are you, sir?
You're my favorite Rains. Allison, she's an amazing person.
She is.
And then Andy says, hey, Jean, I'm Walter's man crush. And That
It's
we all
cracking me
know that
up.
that's actually Matthew McConaughey, right? Or
Yeah,
Clint
sorry,
Eastwood.
Andy. But Andy's trying though.
Yeah. So anyway, so number 5, I'll review. Number 5 was Jack Daniels.
Hey,
Number
Christina.
7. Not gonna do it anymore.
Glad you could make it in.
Number 4 was Basil Hayden's, aged 10 years. It's too expensive for the taste. Number 3, Ezra's, just not my jam. Some people may love it. I just don't. Number 2 was George Dickel, Bottled and Bond. I'm just not a fan of that either.
He said it again, Random Gene. He wants to know how many times they can get you to say that tonight. Dickel.
Dickels. Yeah. Oh, I didn't recognize Random Gene. Wait a minute. Let's get Random Gene.
I did. You weren't listening.
I'm sorry. Gene, how are you, buddy? It's always good to have him in here. Appreciate
Allison
you guys.
is in total agreement so far.
Cool.
Hey, Penny Marmar, how are you? Welcome in. Thank you.
And Penny Marmar is taking notes. Good. Cool. And everybody else should. She says, Allison says, Basil and Jack especially are yuck. And I agree that they're just, Basil Hayden's, you pay a lot of money, and I haven't found one that I like at all yet. So did we talk about Forte as number 2?
You
the
said
number
it.
2 horse to bet on is Forte. To me, this horse is one of the most talented. He's like Tappet Trice who gets it. Forte can win. He can go from back to the front. He could lead and win. He's going to be in the mix. My only fear is that he's going to come off as really 3-2 or 5-2 or 2-1, and
he's introducing himself again.
We're skipping Andy. She says, "Why is Jack on Southwest flying menu?" What did Kissy Kat say? So true about Allison gifting it. We need some more glasses.
I miss Tina.
Because
you gotta have more glasses.
Andy misses Tina.
I miss you too, Andy.
Before we get to the number 1 whiskey I'll never buy again, and the number 1 horse you need to put your money on, and I'll review them in a little bit. But before that, we're going to try something. If you see in the store, you need to buy this.
This was a fabulous gift.
From Seeking Vegas and Sneaky Vegas Sunrise.
And
it's a single barrel.
So
and I was kind of scared because this is a single malt. And I'm not a big single malt person.
Not
but
usually,
man, what they did with this is so good. It's cast strength. 115.74 proof.
Mm-hmm.
And I've drunk a little bit of this since they gave it to me in Christmas. Every once in a while I'll sneak in and get a little bit. Sorry, most of that's going on the little thing. But that is good stuff. And again, thank you.
Yes, thank you again.
And then I'm not drinking
Christina and Anthony.
Kentucky Spirit because Matthew Cox and Courtney gave us that Kentucky Spirit too.
Yeah, and we're missing them tonight.
Yeah.
We know they got stuff going on.
Oh, Andy. All right, let's try. I'm going to take a sip of this goodness before I get to the number 1 thing I'll never buy again.
Allison, you're in charge of Andy.
Oh my gosh, this strain of hands.
Smells so good.
God, that is really, really good. It would be even scored higher on my list if it had a longer finish. It doesn't really have that long of a finish, but you could sit here and just crush this bottle easily.
You can, and the bitterness we were talking about with what the old Ezra or the Basil, that's the difference between what we like. That's this versus that. I mean,
sweet,
and it doesn't give you that aftertaste.
Spicy.
It just stays sweet in your mouth.
Yeah.
You
got a little.
That's why you can get in trouble drinking it.
This is like a cinnamon roll with just sweetness and cinnamony and just warm, like a warm cinnamon roll. That's what this is like.
Allison has a great sense of humor. He likes Allison.
Yes. Monty Python and Three Amigos.
It's pretty much what
it
Andy
is
reminds
good
you
stuff.
of.
And thank you guys so much for that. If you want to see
have enjoyed it.
The video of that in Christmas, I forget what day it was.
Yeah, but
they all run together.
It's in there.
But okay, any guesses? Anybody that guesses what my number one bottle that I'll never buy again is, I'll send you a $10 gift card. Guesses start right now.
No,
I don't think so.
No, you didn't. We know your parents.
Tom and Sharon are wonderful.
Yeah, don't forget
and that. And anytime Tom had to spank you, it's probably because you deserved it.
100%.
100%. Because I guarantee you was in some mischievous stuff.
Oh, that's a good guess, Andy.
Well, Malort is not a whiskey, so we can't really say that.
And we didn't buy it.
Malort's not a whiskey. We can't. Yeah, it would be right. If I saw the worst disgusting thing in the world, Ronnie, you are right. It would be Malort, and Andy's right.
Very good.
And Dave, no, I like Four Roses.
Yeah, Four Roses. I think
good, and especially the single barrel. That Four Roses single barrel, that's good stuff.
That's a good guy. Guess I smoke.
And Gene says Four Roses. I mean, I like Four Roses.
No.
I've
Maker's
never.
Mark. We like Maker's Mark too.
Canadian Club. I don't even consider that. I'll never buy that, and I've never tried it, but I'll probably never buy it.
Didn't we try this one recently? Also,
Smokehouse. Oh, you mean the Smoke Wagon? No, the Smoke Wagon wasn't too bad. Maker's Mark. No, there's some great Maker's Marks.
Yeah,
there's some really good Maker's Marks that I like. Yeah, nobody knows what Malort is. Malort is the only person I really know that actually likes it is Allison.
And Anthony.
My daughter.
And Anthony.
Anthony likes it too. Kenokid is Malort King. Anthony, I got to ask you, who started this Malort craze? Was it you or was it Keno?
I think it was Anthony and Christina.
But
sure. It was probably.
But it might have been an equal thing. But he's from. Malort is a Chicago staple. Yeah, it is. It's like people in Chicago.
No, Smoke Wagon. I guess that's what Dice was talking about.
Gene doesn't like Fireball. That's not it. You obviously don't like Canadians. Won't try poutine. Won't try Canadian Club. What's next? Ketchup chips. Yeah, I don't want to do that either. Nah, they ain't doing that either. Yeah, Smoke Wagon.
Blair will bring you some
Smoke Wagon is not the best, but I didn't pay that much for it, so I wasn't expecting a lot.
I liked it okay.
There are some Smoke Wagons. I'm going to try the single barrel and things like that, so I would definitely buy a Smoke Wagon again.
Yeah, Dice, it probably was Duder, but I don't know. I don't know.
That was us. He says it was
Sneaky's not
us.
saying anything because I think he's a big culprit.
He said that was us.
Oh wait, he did.
Yeah,
Oh,
he started that
I'm
jump.
sorry, I missed that. I thought so. See,
Yeah,
got a
I
good
think it
memory.
was. Yeah, I could never drink Malort. Lance, I agree. They're selling the fake Fireball in Houston area. Yeah, and I think Sazerac's getting sued because they were selling the fake Sazerac, but they put whiskey on it.
Oh.
So, Kissy or pennies.
Yeah, Allison said Malort is a Chicago staple.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yep, it is.
Oh,
everybody's blaming Duder. He's not even.
Okay.
Dice is blaming Duder.
All right, y'all should have. I'm a little disappointed at my subscribers that were in here watching that last video. But number one of the whiskeys I will never buy again.
Should have gave him a hint that you just tried it recently.
I did try it recently. Benchmark Old number 8. Never gonna do it. I'm not even gonna open this bottle up. I'm not tasting it again.
Andy said the suspense was killing him.
So Benchmark Old number 8 is number one. Just don't buy it. One of the guys in the liquor store told me that their single barrel was actually really good. So I am going to give that a try.
Yeah, nothing's different.
Benchmark single barrel. I'm going to try that.
Mm-hmm.
It was for $29 at the Bluefield, West Virginia store.
Uh-huh.
Then when we drove to Beckley, it was $41.
Yeah.
I wasn't going, and I was going to get it, but I was like, $41. No,
and that jumped up like $12.
Lance said, I freaking knew it. Benchmark is terrible. It is terrible. That's the worst. It doesn't taste good at all. It's thin. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Sneaky said,
it just wasn't good.
Found the recipe for Granny Fest Malort shooters. That was 56.
I said, take that bottle out back and shoot it. It is dead to us.
I don't want to pick the glass up.
Yeah.
Note to self: mail Walt Benchmark for Christmas. Thank you, Andy. You're such a nice person. And the number one horse, if there's any, I want to see if anybody could guess who the number one horse that I think I'm going to bet on. And the reason is I put him number one is because I don't think his odds are going to be too low. I think he's going to go off at 8 or 10 to 1. He's not going to be the favorite. So I think this horse might just do it. Any guesses? Anybody? And I don't know if anybody in here follows the.
I don't know if anybody in here at all follows horses. Let us see. Hello to BB too, Dave. Thank you. Tell her we miss her, but
yeah, we miss her.
Glad she's listening and can say hello. Must be nice. Dice is off tomorrow. Andy's going to skip school. I just made that up. Who else is off tomorrow? I have to work. Walt's off.
Yeah.
Flight line, Jean said.
Flight line. Yeah. If he was in it, he would win it. That horse was pretty darn tough.
Secretariat.
Yeah, Secretariat. Flight line was pretty amazing. And the number one is King's Barnes. I just put the list up. There's the list of horses that you might want to bet on. And then I'm going to give you Kingsbarn is the one I like. He's only had 3 races. He's won all 3. And everybody's talking about, well, he's not that fast. He's fast enough.
Good one, Lance.
He closes. To win the Kentucky Derby, you have to be a closer. And so he'll be in the mix, and I'm hoping he can close. I hope he doesn't get bet way down.
Kissy Kat, the flea market has it was warm last weekend, and there was a lot of people showed up kind of outside, but our booth is inside, and there wasn't a whole lot of foot traffic inside. So I don't know. We'll see if it picks up.
Lance says, we know Walt's off. Did you mean work? Yeah, we meant work.
Good for you, Simone. She works tomorrow and then the weekend off. Same here.
Good for Simone.
Same for me.
So there's the horses. Now I'll put the whiskey. And I've got a bonus for you in just a minute.
Kingsbarn. Simone is so happy she gets to see Andy this weekend.
Oh gosh. No wonder she works so much. She has to be around Andy all day. But she probably misses Snowden, the dog.
That's nice of Walt to cover any losses if we bet his picks. Random Jean said. So nice of you, Walt.
This is all.
Sell that benchmark at the flea market.
Yeah, as long as you only bet $2, I'll cover it. And these are the whiskeys 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 that I won't buy again. And you don't really need to buy Jack Daniels. You just go to any restaurant. You'd probably just walk to any house in your neighborhood and say, "Hey, can I get a shot of Jack Daniels?" And they'll probably give you some because they got it. Everybody's got it.
It's true.
Bring those whiskeys to the next wedding and give a toast. They will never know. That's right. That's right.
I know. All the students. We'll bring him for Duder and JR.
Yeah, Duder will drink it.
Yep.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
drink
true.
Anything.
Sell the benchmark for $1. It will be a profit. All right. Now, the other horse you might want to bet on. I'm gonna give you 3 horses. 1 horse you might want to bet on, and then 2 long shots I think could possibly get there. What's that? What?
I'm doing little hearts.
Oh.
Walt didn't know that was there.
Allison's open bar. I'll never be able to get a Jack and Coke at Walt and Tina's. We'll give you Jim Beam or Evan Williams or something like that.
There's a lot. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot.
That's pretty funny.
More better choices.
Pretty funny.
Well, probably.
None of them.
I don't know.
None of just Jack. Yeah, it's amazing. Jack's horrible to me, but you put some Coke with it, it's good.
It's fine.
No, it's fun.
It's fine.
Diet Coke.
And I would say probably several of these probably are too, but
that's right.
They're not good for just sipping and enjoying and really tasting flavors.
All right. I think, I got to give you the 3 horses to consider. Number 1 horse you might want to consider I do have a monster right here.
No shortage
Oh
of
man,
those.
that is so good.
Actually, we do have a shortage of those.
With these, I like to
sometimes.
mix with the vodka. Put a little vodka with the monster, the purple monster. That's good stuff. So number one horse you might want to consider is the Japanese horse Derma Sotogake, and he may win. Japanese horse has never won Kentucky Derby. This horse looked really good in some races overseas. And the horses that are coming from overseas, they look good, but then when they get in Kentucky Derby, they may get overwhelmed or whatever, and they just have not done well. People are saying this horse is different. We'll see. I don't know. I might just throw a bet on him just to see. And the other two horses, I'll put those on here.
Yes, absolutely, Dice. We were saying that earlier. I love the Jack Daniel single barrel.
Yes,
Select.
that is good.
Very good. It does not even
not
even close to regular Jack. It's so good.
Yeah, those special bottles like single barrel select and the single barrel rye, those are excellent. Yes, really good.
Very good.
Very good.
Best thing they've probably ever done. So definitely different.
Well, there's 20 in the race. These two I put up here because they're going to go off at like 30-1.
Yeah.
The two fields might win. I mean, seriously, I'm going to bet on this horse to win. And Mage is probably going to get in the money. He might do it. So I'm going to bet on him, especially if he's like 20-1 or 30-1 or whatever. I'm betting on him just because they may get there. I mean, and if they do, you're going to have a big payday. If they don't, you're out a few dollars.
Blair wanted to know how long the horse had been in the USA. They got that one
Since
here.
The Spanish conquistadors came over.
No. Or do you?
How long has the horse been in the USA? What horse? Oh,
Derma Sotogake.
yeah, he's always been in Japan, and he raced in the United Arab Emirates race. And then he just got to the Kentucky about a week ago. So he's in town, and he's getting used to the environment. So it might be pretty good. That's a good question. So he might just get used to the environment.
The best 2 minutes in sports ever.
Yeah. I won't let you know who wins, Andy. You can find out. It'll probably be all over your TV.
You'll have to pause the Golden Girls.
Yeah, those horses are getting air miles for sure. And there's another one, Mandarin Hero, another Japanese horse is going to be in the race, and he may do pretty good too. So pretty interesting.
Yeah, horse is getting those air miles. Yes, sir,
So,
Blair.
Now, before we go, we couldn't leave without telling a Bigfoot story.
This one is for
Kissy Kat.
Miss
She
Kissy
loves
Kat.
these Bigfoot stories, and I've been reading David Pilatus's The Hoopa Project. This was really one of the first real. It was David Pilatus's first book, but it was a really research-based book, and so he went to the Hoopa Reservation in Willow Creek, where they shot the original Patterson-Gimlin film. And any of you follow me, you know that I went to Willow Creek, and I had my own Bigfoot incident. And but before that, years before that, David Pilatus wrote this book, and he went to Hoopa and interviewed a lot of people. And one of the guys he interviewed was this guy named Hank Maston. And I'll see if I'll show you the picture of Hank. That's him. He's a Hoopa Indian in California. And he says, let's see, I wonder how a foreign horse gets to the U.S. Does a sports celebrity horse fly for? I'm sure they do.
Oh, yeah.
FedEx, probably.
Who knows? I'm sure they take big, like military style planes.
Yeah.
With stalls or what have you. I don't know how that
Dice
works.
says, Andy. Yep, Andy. Pick 9 and 1 is bound to win. Yeah. Pick 9. Bet 20 on each.
Yeah.
You might get your money back, I doubt.
Right. Yeah. You got a trifecta, superfecta, you got all kinds of
so that's
ways
Hank.
to bet.
Now Hank, he had 4 incidents. The first one happened when he's like 5 years old. And of course, he was just a little kid in there camping with his mom and dad on the river. If you watch my videos on Willow Creek, you'll see the river. I walked down to the river and I'm standing there on this river. I think it's the Trinity River. And so I think along that, what's funny, honey?
Random Jane of the Dickel monster running around the woods
of this.
West Virginia.
FedEx would lose the horse. We should start a rumor of the Dickel monster running around the woods of West Virginia. Oh my God. So anyway, when he's 5 years old, he hears a scream, and everybody in the camp, mom, dad, there's a bunch of people that camping together, and they were fishing and all that. It's great salmon, and so everybody stops. They hear this scream, yell. They knew it wasn't of any kind of animal they'd ever seen. And the little Hank, who was 5 at the time, says, Dad, what was that? And his dad just told him, he says, oh, that's just probably some mountain lions.
Hey, Steph.
Steph came
Good
in.
evening.
All right.
Welcome in. We're getting ready to.
She's saying hi to everybody.
Yeah. Good to see you.
And so that was when he's 5. So he didn't think of anything about it. Then he goes on 1970, and he's about 14 years old. And he is camping with a bunch of friends. And this is crazy because they start hearing the same kind of screams that they heard when he was 5 years old, except it was a lot closer. It was like just across the river and the mountainside. And it was like 3 or 4 boys, and they're like, it scared them to death. And they said they're standing there, and they were cooking out, grilling hot dogs. And all of a sudden, this big boulder comes flying out of the trees in the air, 200 feet, and lands in the water. Okay, it's not like it's rolling down the mountainside. It's flying in the air. Okay. And the boys, they just jump back and they back up, and they're like hollering like, oh my God, oh my God. And then all of a sudden, here comes some more. Bam, another one. And like they threw about 5 or 6. Well, they just packed up and they went home. Now, that wasn't his last incident. He had another one, but I want to talk about this one a little bit more, because you have to understand that David Paulides made anybody in this book that told a story sign an affidavit that if they found out their story was not true, or they fabricated something that they could be tried for perjury. So every person that told the story, so Hank had to sign an affidavit and saying this is truth. It's school night.
You need to set a reminder. It's school night.
All right. So, any questions about that so far? I know you want to hear the last one. So the last one. Now he's much older. I guess it's about 35 years later, like 2005. They had a big rain in the wintertime. It was raining for days and the waters were flooding and they were getting kind of worried. So Hank gets in his truck, drives down the road a little ways because he wants to see what the water level is. And he gets there and he sees that it's rising a little bit, and so then he starts to turn around the truck because the road was blocked. He couldn't go any further, and so he's turned around and he saw the water was coming up. He's going to head back home, and he looks up, and there was this huge being right outside the passenger door. He said he couldn't tell anything because it was just dark standing outside the door. He said it's probably 7 to 8 feet tall. And it shook him up, so he heads on back to the house, and he goes in the house, and he's there with his wife and another lady. I can't remember it from the story. I could read it, but anyway, there was like 2 ladies in the house. And he didn't want to say anything to them because he didn't want to frighten them. They were doing like artwork, like Native American artwork all night long. So that was like at 4:30 when he went to check on the water. Then he goes back home, and then about 7, one of the ladies in the house says, "Somebody's out there. Somebody's outside the house. Will you look?" And it was pouring the rain. And he opened the front door, but it was pouring rain. He couldn't really see anything. And so he come back in. They're like, and the ladies were like, "Yeah, we could just feel there was something out there." So finally the rain eased off. Then Hank goes outside. And he's looking around, and he saw these big indentations all around the house, like deep, like heavier than he could make, deep 20, 24 inch, like 2 foot long footprints. And they were all around the house. So what shook Hank up was, and the question he asked in the book is, why? Why did he come to the house? Was he just curious? What was, he didn't understand why he would follow him to the house. So that's weird.
I think he was curious. Well,
that's my story for the night.
How'd you like that one, Kissy
Why does
Kat?
Walter shake his head so much at me? I love the guy like a second father, and all he does is shake his head. Rude. I'm shaking my head again.
Look, he says next.
I'm going to have to start drinking 5 roses or something just to get his approval.
5 roses. Oh.
Yeah, it would be 5 roses for you, Andy.
Yeah, a wet Bigfoot.
Smells like
wet Bigfoot. Yeah, I can imagine. Ooh.
Since Dice is here, we need some Breckenridge.
Get you some Breckenridge.
You gonna get it? That's right. This is the 105. Good Lord. Decent.
That's good too.
Yeah, this is good stuff. Breckenridge.
Still drinking a little bit of my Stranahan.
This is one of Dice's favorite. Of course, this is the 105. I think Dice likes the regular Breckenridge. Or tell me which one you like. And Kissy Kat said, good story. She likes the author. I do too. Did you try some? You don't want any? You gonna try some of this?
I'm gonna try a sip of yours, yeah.
Oh, that smells good.
It's a school night for me, except
Breckenridge
work,
is good, guys.
not school.
Oh man. You know what? It starts out a little spicy and then it just keeps getting sweeter.
And he said, yeah, good story. Tell it again.
No, not gonna do it. Dice is having some Knob Creek 120 proof kind of day. That'd be the Knob Creek 9.
Knob Creek is
Or
good.
is it 12? Tina needs a doctor's nose to call in sick.
I know. Except for my doctors.
Simone's saying good night. Good night, Simone.
Good night, Simone. She's got to go to bed.
Smack Andy on the ass. What
and have a great weekend
little bit
off.
of ass he has.
Have a good day at work and a great weekend off.
Thank you guys, everybody, for coming in, listening to the 5 whiskeys I won't buy again, and I gave you a bunch of horses to bet on. So
that is good.
Yeah, I think Dice. I think you would really like the 105. That's
it's good.
It's called a high proof blend. That's good stuff. I got this in Virginia, I think, didn't I, honey?
I think so. Yeah.
Come on, focus.
I do believe so.
Focus. It won't do it. I won't focus. So anyway. I love it when she smacks me. I'm sure you do. It's a 750 milliliter. It's just a cool looking bottle. It's nice and Yep, Dice gonna be on the hunt. We're gonna be on the hunt pretty soon.
Yep.
Oh, we forgot to tell you.
Mini.
He's gonna make a couple. Don't blame me if you don't win. If y'all saw my last video of bourbon hunting, you know that I passed on getting that bottle of Calumet because it was $149. But then when I got home, I was like, I should have bought that because the first, we went to the Bluefield store, it was $189.
Yeah.
And then when we got to CJ's, they had it and it was $149.
Which is still a lot, but
So it was basically $190, and then they dropped it down to $150 at the other store. But I went back. Here, move this.
Oh, we left that one in there.
I went back yesterday and I bought it.
He did.
So I made a video, which will be coming out probably tomorrow, of me going back and getting this bottle. Calumet 16, and I'm gonna try this on another video soon. I'm gonna try this and the
new
riff, which is up there.
This is what we found on our hunt the other day. Matthew Cox had told us about.
Yeah, it was Matthew. I thought in the video I couldn't remember if it was Dice, Matthew, or Scott, but it was Matthew. And that's a cool looking bottle anyway. This bottle is cool by itself. It's very tall. I love the black on it, and it kind of just fades into the
two-tone.
Yeah, it's very cool. So that's gonna be neat. I might have to break out my guitar with this.
Scratch Millionaire.
Sing.
How do you do? Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, it's bourbon time, and so I will definitely be. And I'll be honest, I don't care if this stuff is horrible. I will let you know. If it's great, I'll let you know. If it's just so-so, I'll let you know. But it's 100 and $49. And the reason I didn't want to get it was because, I got burnt. To me, I bought that Kentucky Owl for $134, and it just was not great. I know there's other Kentucky Owls that are good. That one wasn't. So, anyway, yeah, that bottle is cool. And Dice says Matt has that bottle. Yeah, I think when I saw that picture of what Matt had, that's what was like. It was stuck in my mind. I need to buy that. I need to find that.
Andy, hey, Scratch Millionaire. I'm mentor.
Scratch Millionaire. You can ignore Andy.
He's everything.
Most people that have learned to love Andy just ignore him, and then they love him because they've learned to ignore him. Lance says, I have an answer for all. Put Tina on the bottle and it will sell no matter what it tastes like.
You're funny, Lance. Start my own whiskey.
Yeah, Tina needs this. We need to start a whiskey. Dice, with your money, I can be the distiller and you can front all my efforts. Where is the Voss style bottle in your background? Where is the Voss style? Which one is that? Is that the one the Las Vegas one?
Oh yeah. Oh, speaking of.
Yeah, give me that.
This is a gift from me.
Yeah, this mentor. We got to get this back on the shelf. We have this friend, Simone Goodspeed. Simone loves me and Tina a lot. So she got us this. And because she works and she's got a good job, so she can afford it. And then Hoover Dam on the back. This was really cool. It was a Jim Beam thing. This thing's probably worth like thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars. So that was a great gift. Andy, go smack Simone on the ass and tell her I said thanks.
And thank you, Andy.
Dice says, brilliant idea. We need to have we'll have one bottle called Old Frontiersman, and then we'll have the other one just called Dice Sniper Full Barrel.
Are you going to hire Andy for your marketing department?
Well, that Dice will be the Dice Sniper Cast Strength.
Oh, yeah. You can have a Frontiersman, a Dice Sniper.
Yeah, that is cool. I'll sell it to you, Kissy Kat. It's from the 1970s. That is pretty cool.
Oh, no, Lord, he's trying to get Andy back now. See what you brought out, Andy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that Breckenridge is really
Dickel
good.
has a nice ring, Andy said. I'm sure Andy could come up with all the whiskey names.
Full strength. I love how you added Tina and how you told her how you loved her. What? Yeah, I do love my baby girl. I love you, baby.
I love you. Andy, brilliant. Oh gosh, now Andy's gonna be sitting around. That's what he's gonna do for his school project tomorrow. Sit around and think of
draw up the bottle
whiskey
designs
names and the bottle designs for Walt and Dice's
Andy's bottle design will
distillery.
look like a Dickel with a screw top.
He loves us both. Thanks, Dice. I was proud of it.
He's a handful, poor Tina. Oh, Dice, tell Beth. So I got. It's like I haven't had any time to do anything. We have a Vinton little casino over here called Rosie's, and it's a gaming place. It's not a casino, but it's got I mean, it's really nice, but it's got the slot machines are based on horse racing, like old horse races or something.
Yeah, if y'all have watched other slot channels,
well,
they
yeah,
explain how that works.
Brian Christopher actually came to the
Mhm.
Rosie's in Richmond.
Yeah.
And so Brian Christopher, he played some games. I think he won
Mhm.
some money.
Yeah, he had a good time.
So today I took $50 and put it in one of the slot machines. It was kind of like a Zeus.
Hey, Terry Meyer.
Hey, Terry Meyer. Good evening. And so I put 50 in, and at about the about $24 left or something, I hit a bonus. Okay, so and that bonus paid pretty well. So like it was $132. So it got me up to like 120 something or 110 or whatever. So then I thought, well, I'll just do, because I watched Gamblin Granny, and I got to do my backup spins.
That's right.
So I thought, well, I'll just play it down for since I can't remember what it was, 110 or something. I was going to pay it down. I was going to play it down to about 110. So I played it down, but only did on my third spin, and I hit another bonus, and that bonus paid pretty well, and I was up pretty good. And I thought, all right, I'm just gonna play this down a couple, backup spins. And on the second spin, I hit another bonus. So I had like 290 altogether off the $50 bet. And then all of a sudden I was like, okay, I'll play this down. And I cashed out at 276 because I hit several spins, won a couple things, but it kept going back and forth.
Didn't give you any more bonuses.
Yeah, 276. So I just cashed out at 276. So I cashed out $225.
Yeah, that was a nice way to turn a little $50 around.
Yeah.
Definitely. And Andy introduced himself again. To
Terry, ignore Andy. Alan from Las Vegas and beyond, he said it the best. He said, Walt doesn't have a drinking problem. He has a bottle collecting problem. And that is true. That's exactly what goes on.
That's right. We drink we taste whiskeys about once a month and occasionally for videos.
Yeah. I have not had it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been since our last live stream.
Yeah.
Which was what, 3 weeks ago, maybe?
Yeah, at least. Yeah, it was a nice little win. I mean, what happened is like my Toyota 4Runner, God, it's been over a month. It just quit running. It wasn't quit. It was making this weird noise.
Yeah, very weird noise that you didn't want to drive it.
Yeah, so I finally took it to the shop, got it fixed, needed an alternator and all kinds of stuff. So that place where I always take my car is just close to the gaming place. Yeah. So I said, I'll just run by. So
that was a nice way to get a little bit of that car repair money back.
Yeah. It's one of the few products still using glass. What's that? What's that product? I'm missing something.
Whiskey, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Bourbon. I don't know.
He needs a piece.
Yeah, she says whiskey. That's probably true.
Yep.
Yeah, if you put it in like tin or aluminum or something, you're just gonna it's not gonna be it's not gonna be good. And that's why I have flasks
that are glass, right?
Yeah. This one, I think I got this from Clayton and Kroom, but I'm not sure. But it's a glass flask. It's got this neoprene cover, and I think Eagle Rare's in here.
Yep, I believe it is. What else? What's in the little one?
Bullet.
That's right. I remember.
Eagle Rare, guys. That's good
Andy, I'm
stuff.
shaking my head at you again.
Yeah, true.
It's
Everything's
like,
plastic.
Andy, just go, man. I don't want to.
Let's ignore Andy.
Kiss this level of excitement. You done got him growling now, Andy. Growling like a bear.
If
Miss or kiss. Oh gosh.
All right, well, we're gonna head out, guys. Thanks for watching. We went 30 minutes longer than
Yeah,
we used
sorry about
to.
that. We were gonna be real short, and
My
I know we
doctor had a
usually-
flask in his pocket. Yeah, this will be tough to put in your pocket. That's a pretty big one. I got another one that's
Kissy
smaller.
Kat, she saw it. Man, I tell you, she don't miss nothing.
And this has bullet single
Yeah,
barrel.
Eagle Rare is good, Dice. That's probably one of my top fives for sure. We love you too, for real, Andy.
This is so good. You need to taste it.
Oh, is that the bullet?
That's the bullet single barrel store pick. That bullet single barrel store pick. It's gotta be a store pick. That stuff is so good.
I just want a little bit in here. I want to drink it out of there.
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's good.
I think I scored that really high on
It's
the
good. It's good. Was that on sweet? Is that the one we did on sweet teas? Or did we
Could have
just do
been.
regular bullet?
I don't know.
All right.
I'm
Hey,
gonna pull up the scores.
on your don't forget to hit that like button if you will, guys. That just helps helps the videos and helps the channel.
Yeah. And
please.
If you look at my scoring list, Kentucky Spirits first with 97, Maker's Mark Full Flavor. It's an ABC store pick. It's 110 proof. It was a 96. And then the Bullet Single Barrel, it's 104 proof, but it's a store pick as well. It has a 95. And then Russell's Reserve Single Barrel Wild Turkey Distillery pick that we got at the distillery was 115 proof, and that was a 95.
Bud says Knob Creek 12 year might be his favorite.
Knob Creek, I can't even talk now. Knob Creek 12 is good. Yes, that's very good.
Yeah.
That's
and
Dice likes that too, I think. I think he's had
is it 12. The 12 or the 9? I don't.
I know he loves
the 12,
9.
Dice? I'm not sure.
Remember
I can't
tried
remember if you've tried the 12.
Yeah.
Good night, Andy. We do love you, buddy. And Simone, tell her good night again.
Yeah, good night. We love you guys, and we love all you guys that took your time out to come see us
on a Thursday night.
Yeah, that was
Thank you
very
so
nice.
much.
And sorry we missed Saturday, but I really had a health thing going on that there's no way I could have even sipped on whiskey. It was not good. So.
Just wasn't feeling it. Boy, we had a lot.
And I was a little leery about doing it tonight, but my stomach's okay right now, and we'll see how it goes. So, all right. And there, Allison is still here. Yes, we love you, Allison.
We love you
I miss
too, Allison.
my girls so much.
I told Sweet Tea in one of her videos, because she's trying to do some vlogging in Chicago now. I told her in their last one, I wrote to her and said, I'm waiting for you to run into Allison one day along the street.
She needs to go into her restaurant, but I won't say it on here.
Yeah.
We'll just sit at the Sweet Tea.
Yeah. Thanks, Scott. We appreciate
the
you
9
coming
is
in.
Cheaper. Oh, Allison was doing housework.
But she was listening.
Kissy Kat says, very nice chat. Thank you. Thank you, Scott. Thanks for making it fun. So, one other thing. Want to show you real quick.
And Dice said,
Before y'all leave, don't leave yet, because I'm going to show you this t-shirt from Into the AM. Tina, hit that light and let's see if this thing glows in the dark. Just hit the button real quick.
I was like,
it's going to get dark, but maybe you'll see my shirt. Isn't that cool? That's not totally.
You can't. Oh, yeah. You can see it now. Kind of. Can you see it?
Your thing. Yeah, this is.
Get up closer to the camera.
I don't know if I can get closer to the camera, but this thing glows in the dark. All right, you can get it back on. So this is my favorite shirt. I wear it a lot.
I know y'all seen it.
It's Into the AM. You can go to Into the AM, but go through my link in the description. I haven't put it in this, but you can see it in other videos, and you can get. They're the most comfortable shirts I've ever.
Kissy Kat said you need a black light. That thing really would show
Oh yeah,
up
black light. It's like them old black light posters. But yeah, plus that light is not direct, so we've been it's kind of dark in here except for these little bit of lights. So anyway, this I love these shirts. They fit very perfect. They're very comfortable. And I've even got underwear Into the AM underwear on, so that's good too. But we won't show y'all that. Well, maybe I will one day. So
if you drink enough whiskey.
Yeah. So I did not ever had a black light. I never did. I don't think I did.
I don't know. Did you?
I know a lot of my friends did, but I can't remember if I had one or not. Probably.
Those were a thing in the 70s.
Yes. I had all kind of posters, and you'd go into the Spencer's back in the day, and they have all those felt looking posters.
Yes.
All right. Don't get us started. We'll be here for another hour.
I know.
So, all right. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. Please hit that like button, if you will.
And most of all, keep it squatchy.
Love y'all.